Hi Jace, thought I'd give you a little rundown on what I've done so far with these Richey Cattle Tags. And I know I sent you a picture for it, but this is the tag itself. You can see they're very, very flexible. And they got a white core. In this case here, it's a purple on both sides. And I don't know if I can show you the, probably not. I thought maybe I could show you the difference in the thickness, but there's a slight difference in the thickness between the front and back. That does impact trying to use the same template. I have to adjust my bit for it. But this is generally what I got. And for now, I've just used a piece of MDF, seal coated on both sides. Got it pinned to your the Airweights board. So I got alignment pins down there, gasketed off. And what I've done is I've carved inside the MDF here. That's down to 1/16, about the thickness of the material itself. So it basically helps me position it so it keeps me in the same spot every time. And then I got a little hole here for this tag that sits in there when it's flipped this way. I found some 1/8 inch EPDM rope. And I put an 1/8 inch groover on there, trying to narrow up that space in there so that I keep it towards the outside edge. Left me just a little bit of a lip around the edge here. So I got space for it to be changing if need to be. And then I put a 1/16 inch groove vacuum channel all the way around the outside here. And I've got, you probably won't see it here. Yeah, I've got 1/16 inch holes drilled through for the vacuum. There's one there, up in this corner, one on this side of this loop, one on that side, that corner, down that corner, and I put one in the middle here too. And I guess the other thing I should point out on the back side, let me flip this here. I channeled out the other side. I did a two-sided carve on this. I channeled out the bottom side here. So I got that carved down in there, and then that way I don't have to worry about trying to position it exactly right with the notches on the vacuum channels on the Airweights board. And it still has plenty of support there. So that's that. Okay, and then I did get the flow control valve. And this side here goes out to the pump. This side comes up and goes to the table. So I've got the flow control valve on the, I'm gonna say the downward side of the vacuum table. And when I'm running this here, well, let me comment. This flow control valve, actually with it in place, I lose 5 inches of mercury in draft or in vacuum when it's in line, even wide open. So there's a little bit of restriction there with that, just by having it in place and wide open. It hasn't bothered me so far, and I've got enough cord here to where if I need to have more vacuum, I can pop it out and slide it up and it gets the extra 5 inches of mercury. Typically when I'm running here, well, I'll show you. I'll go ahead and start it up. I'm going to take, and this is what I call the front side. I got to fit it in here. Let me turn the pump on. And it takes a second here for it to get going until I get some of that evacuated out. Okay. And when I'm carving on the front side, I haven't carved the other side yet. I run it wide open, so I get about 9.5 inches of mercury pulling on it, and that's plenty for what I need. So then I'll go ahead and start off the machine here. vacuum is just basically holding it down. It's not really holding it in position. I've got that that hogged out area where the tag sits in. It's pretty darn firm. I have to kind of pinch it a little bit to get it in there. Eventually, you know, using this MDF, if I kept using it, it would get worn out and get sloppy over time. Once I get this refined a little bit, I'm probably going to order a piece of the fixture plate from you, another piece of 3/4 inch, when I want to be able to cut it down and use different sizes rather than the full 24 by 48. Side carb, and I'll basically just rub it and pull some stuff off. Sometimes I gotta pick some of the fibers off of there that get it real clean, but it does okay. I don't have to clean that up. I got a little tool, I just rub over it and get it cleaned up. The bit I'm using, the guy got it from, they call it a flex bit. It's just got a little flat tip on the end of it, but otherwise it's pretty much just a straight cut. And then of course, when I do the other side, I'll take the same tag and I'll just roll it over, put it in here like this. See, I got to kind of press it in the corners, and then I can carve the other side. So far, they have been coming out pretty good. This is the other side. I think I showed you the one before. It had some purple in there. This one here went pretty good. The number 2 was another one I think I showed you. That one come pretty clean. And then the third one. I got to do the other 20 here, or 17 more. And we'll see how they come out. But so far, it's looking pretty good. Let's see, any other comments? Yeah, I don't think so. So I'm going to say bottom line, it's doing pretty good. I'm not 100% happy yet. I got to keep working with it, and I think if I had another piece of fixture plate, I'd get a little more vacuum. Although, when I'm doing the vacuum, when I do the second side, let me see if I can put one in here. Let me see. Okay, so when it's in there like that, I will take and dial this down. I'll dial this down to about -5 inches of mercury. Come on, wrong way. Yeah, so I'll dial it down to about there, and it holds enough to keep it down, and that's how I've been getting the carbs that I need. I had a little leak there in the piece. Take it down to about that. So all in all, I think we're making good progress here. I'll have to keep working on trying to tune it, and eventually I think I'm probably going to want to make it so that I can have 2 fixture plates or 2 different vacuum channels. So I may end up buying another smaller Airweights board too. So, all right, thanks, man.